Hi, and welcome back to my channel, Being Shannon Dora. I'm Shannon, and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about something I sort of mentioned in my last video, which is I am a stay-at-home mom of two gorgeous little boys, both under 3 years old. So my day is pretty busy. But I also don't want my channel to just be about me being a mom and stay-at-home mom. There's more to me than that, which is getting into my next topic, is how not to lose yourself after having a baby. It is very easy to get into a rut of focusing only on your family and putting yourself on the back burner. Sometimes we feel a little bit guilty if we try to put ourselves first, or we want to work on something and we feel like we're not including our kids, our spouses, or whatever the case may be. But it's so important that we put ourselves as important as everyone else in our family. After I had my son, I didn't really realize all the changes that happen. Once the dust settles and the hormones are sort of leaving your body from having the baby, things start to look different, feel different, and you're like, I did not know this was going to happen. For one case in point, the weight does not just fall off. Maybe for some people, for me it did not. Breastfeeding was very hard for me, and some people say, oh, if you breastfeed, the weight just falls off. That was not the case for me. Like, I was barely able to breastfeed him for 4.5 months. Like, it was a huge struggle for me. So it was kind of like, this is not working for me. One thing I kind of heard it, but didn't really realize is sometimes your hair falls out. And I'm like, and especially around your edges, like I'm still dealing with a little bit from my second son, and he's almost a year old. So luckily they're starting to grow back a little bit. But I'm like, oh my God, who is this person? I would look in the mirror and I'm like, I don't even recognize this person. Like, I'm 50 pounds heavier than what I was. I'm trying to lose weight. The weight's not coming off. So it's kind of like, what in the world is going on here? So I had to quickly learn, like, okay, how do I not become a shell of who I once was? Like, I was happy who I was, even before I got married, or, everything. I was, like I used to say, happily single. So I had fun. I dressed the way I wanted to dress. I traveled. I did all these things. And then it's like getting married, having kids, everything was like, stop. And I was like, no, I can't have this happening. Like, I need to remember who I once was. So a couple things, like that felt different. Like, I've always struggled with acne, but even more so, I just saw it a lot more. Like, I just felt like my skin was even more irritated, agitated, hair falling out, weight not coming off. I'm just like, no, something's got to give. So here are just a few things that I did to just kind of get back to my normal self. Even though I'm not where I want to be far as weight-wise, my skin is not perfect, but I'm like, I have to be happy now. Like, I have to figure out how to be happy in the place I am now and enjoy the journey. So one thing that I did with my husband, maybe 7 or 8 months after trying to do it on my own as far as losing the weight, we saw a nutritionist. And luckily, if you check into your insurance, it may be covered. A few out-of-pocket expenses, as far as doing a meal plan or them doing metabolism tests, that might be out of pocket, which wasn't too much. But just seeing them weekly, insurance covered it. So we made a point to every week we were accountable. We did a meal plan. We took our kid, or at the time we only had one, we took him with us. He just sat there quietly, and it was just like, no, we've got to get back to, feeling like our better selves. So we saw a nutritionist, and we were doing that for a while, and then later on I got pregnant again. So we sort of stopped, but then now I'm seeing a different nutritionist. So I'm still doing it. And I've maybe since May, I've lost about 35 pounds, give or take a few pounds, because I got back on a different birth control. And of course, your weight can increase with birth control. And then there's also changes that happen with this pregnancy. I've never had high blood pressure, and now all of a sudden I have high blood pressure. Like, how does this happen? So just trying to see doctors to figure out what in the world is going on here. Like, you just have no idea what pregnancy can do. Not to say you shouldn't have kids, but just be aware it does change your body. So that was one thing, was, you know, weight wise and health wise, seeing a nutritionist, if it's, you know, going to a gym to do like a group fitness class, if it's taking walks around your neighborhood with your kids, or like I do Beachbody on demand. So it's like $100 a year, but you have access to all the Beachbody videos. And so sometimes when the kids are asleep or in the evenings when my husband's home from work, I'll do a quick workout just to feel like I've done something for my body, for myself. Also, like, whatever you need to do as far as feeling your better self. That means getting your hair done, your nails done, anything. Or if it's just taking some time out to say, take the kids or get a babysitter and just say, hey, I want an hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever, just to read or flip through Instagram. I don't care what, but just take a few minutes for yourself each day or each week. Find some sort of way to just be you. You know, no one else around. Walk around the mall. You know, catch up with some girlfriends. Anything. Just take some time to reset because it is so important, especially being stay at home. Sometimes you don't get the adult stimulation that you need as far as conversation. It's just hearing all kind of kid videos. It's the whining, the crying, the constant need for them needing something. It's kind of like, oh my God, I'm about to go start crazy. You know, whatever it is. So just try to find some way to just reset and to get back to you. One thing, like my husband and I had this issue, what does that say issue? Conversation, because I want to take a girls trip, you know, out of country just for a few days. And he feels like vacation should be family. And I'm like, no, this is for anyone who needs to hear this. For moms, there is no such thing as a vacation when everyone's around, because all we're doing is taking what we do at home on the road. There is no vacation. Now, if you have like nannies or whoever travel or family members that are traveling with you and you can get a break, that'd be great. But if it's just your spouse and your kids and you, that's not a vacation. So I'm doing this so that way I don't have to worry about anybody but taking care of myself, relaxing on the beach, having a drink, talking to some girlfriends, just to feel like I'm not just a mom, I'm still Shannon. So with that being said, is there anything else that you all can think of that you do to help take care of yourself so that way you don't become like a mom blob? You know, and not saying that other people see you that way, just for you to feel that way. No one else may think you're this. They can see you like, oh my God, you're so great, you're doing a hell of a job, and you probably are. But for yourself, find something for yourself that's like, okay, I do remember who I once was. I'm not just this person. One thing for me was, you know, buying different clothes. Even though I didn't like the size I'm in, or I am sometimes, I'm getting better. But it's like, I can't just put on a t-shirt and some sweatpants and call it a day. Like, I didn't dress like that before, so I don't want to dress like that now. I want to feel like I still look, you know, cute when I leave the house. So that means sometimes going out and just getting some, you know, inexpensive, cute clothes. And if you're done with them once you lost the weight, you can give them to somebody. You can go to Goodwill. You can do any sort of these consignment shops that'll buy your clothes for like $2. But whatever the case may be, find something now that helps you feel happy. A few signature pieces that way. Maybe down the line, if you have more kids and then this weight comes back on again, you can say, well, I still have some cute clothes in this size. So, like I said, find a way not to lose yourself after having kids, because it is so easy to get into a rut. You know, even if you're getting out with other mom friends and you guys are just, you know, it's easy just to talk about kids and you still got to pay attention to your kids. find ways to get out with you, just you ladies, by yourselves, and just reconnect. You know, spa day, anything. And like I said, this doesn't have to be every day, once a week, once a month, or have something that you're looking forward to, help you focus on something. Or even if it's very inexpensive, read a book and just say, hey, I'm going away for an hour. I'm going to sleep in for an hour. You take care of the kids. I need this time, because I definitely do that. So if there's anything else that you guys can love to share, or anything else you want to know about not losing yourself after a baby, please hit me up in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to Being Shenandoah.